In this video, we take a look at the ray switch shader. So assign this shader network to the Dragon geometry and open it up. Let's search for ray switch. Like the layer or mix shaders, we have two ray switch shaders, RGBA and shader. The shader version is for shader and surface inputs, and the RGBA version is for texture and color inputs. For now, add a ray switch shader. In the work area, I have added a few standard surface shaders already. We have this white shader, this green transmissive shader, this pinkish shader, this turquoise and orange shaders as well. For now, set the ray switch shader as the beauty shader. Ray switch shader allows you to use different shaders for different ray types. It can be for artistic reasons. For example, if you wanted to see another shader to appear instead of your main shader when you look at your object through a piece of glass, or if you want to see another shader to appear in the specular reflections instead of your main shader, or when doing image-based lighting, when you want to see one HDRI image in the background and another one for your indirect diffuse, or if you want to use different HDRI images with different resolutions for your different ray types. So one high-res image for your refraction and camera rays, one smaller image and blurrier one for the glossy rays, and another one much smaller and blurrier for your indirect diffuse rays, for example. The ray switch shader has different inputs for different ray types. Let's say I want my camera to see this white standard shader. I can simply connect that white shader as the camera input of the ray switch shader. And now let's say we want the specular reflection rays to see this geometry as having an orange standard surface shader. So let's connect the orange shader to the specular reflection input. And now this mirror behind the dragon sees the orange shader instead of the white shader that the camera sees. And let's say we want to see a green dragon when looking at the dragon itself through a piece of glass. So let's connect this green shader to the specular transmission input. And now the dragon appears green when we are looking at it through this piece of glass in front of it. Now, if we wanted the indirect GI rays to see this shader as a pink shader, I can assign this pink shader to the diffuse reflection and transmission. And we have this shadow input. Let's connect this green transmissive shader as the shadow input. And now we get some transparent colored shadows. And volume input, if I'm not mistaken, is the shader that will be used when seen through volume effects like fog or atmosphere. And ray switch RGBA, as I mentioned, can be used for texture and RGBA inputs. Let's say you have an Arnold sky. You want one HDRI to be visible as your background and one HDRI to be responsible for the actual lighting. You can set the ray switch RGBA as your beauty shader, connect the HDRI that you want to be visible to the camera input, and connect the other HDRI that you want to be used for lighting to all the other inputs. And this should give you the result you are looking for. In this video, we learned about ray switch shader in Arnold for Cinema 4D. See you in the next video.